See if I steep the tea by the right amount. I think so. What is this stuff? Must be something I put there. Okay. Let's build the game. Uh-oh. Had to process a texture. Okay. So let's make a test level where we have multiple characters, and one of them is going to get killed by fire. And there have been weird situations where undo doesn't make people alive again. Right there, right? See that? Okay. So like the dude died, I switched to the fighter and moved again. And somehow then when we undo, we don't animate to dead for some reason, even though the character is dead, right? If I can't even switch characters to that character. Let's try that again. Yeah. So why does that happen? Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. So we have to fix this problem. There is this thing called post undo evaluate, which is we do all this stuff. It's weird. So I thought there was more of a loop. What's the loop that puts people in state default that we were working on? Okay, that is in post undo reevaluate. I just didn't see it. Oh, because it's indented. Okay, this is the recent stuff that we did. We just go to state default. Data animations human dot animation graph state default. Okay, we don't have a dead here. I don't think we have a variable for dead. So we'll just say go state dead if dead is true. Now I'm not sure why it requires the fighter to move in the middle of the transition. It's because, oh, it's because we're in like active to dead. Oh no, we're in state dead idle. Okay. So maybe it's because state dead idle plays a looping animation and this one doesn't. I don't know. You know, I'm having this really good salami, but I still feel hungry. I don't know what to do about this. I don't think we can do a chai yet because I've had so much cake. Maybe we'll do a chai in a couple hours, or maybe we'll do it on tonight's late night gaming stream that we may do. Okay. Anyway. So we're going to add a variable dead. Wait, is dead a general entity property? No, it's just on... How do we know if someone's dead? Oh, it is on the base. Yeah. Everybody has a dead. Whoops. Like that. Not ed, dead. Okay. So we can ask the animation system if something is dead. Okay. Hey, okay. Great. So now another case that we had was if you teleport into water such that you're falling, I guess I didn't need these. That would also be bad news. And I feel like this same thing may fix that as well. Yeah. So we don't, I don't think we have a specific drown animation. No. So although, like, Okay, wait. Huh. Maybe that just didn't affect this case. Alright, anyway. We need a separate drown animation eventually, probably. Okay, well that's just one of the issues that I had. Oh, the other one though, there was a problem with not coming back alive in one of the test levels. Don't remember. Is it like... No. It's one of these ones though. This one. Well, that's fixed. Okay. Well, dude, I have so many little paper to-do lists right now. They're floating all over the place. I've got one more bug on this one. Well, it's not really a bug, but when we have dragon breath, I'll put the dragon back here. That particle system is still hard-coded, and so what we really should do is put that here in the particle editor, and then we can play with it. So let's do that. Let's make something up. We're going to say dragon breath. Now we have to call it breath of the dragon. Okay. So this is going to be, well, we need some fiery. Need some fiery. Need some rar. Rar. Between there and like a yellower. I don't know, dude. And we need to set the intensity. Source geometry is a box. We really want it to be a line, but whatever. And then we're just going to make the x-axis longer as we need to. We're going to spawn it like up a little bit, so we'll put it there. We need some and then less spin. Less spin. They fade out too fast. Oh, let's get brightness. Too bright. And gravity. Actually, let's have them be like burning up. Yeah. How do I control the fade out time? Is that like here? I don't remember. I don't remember what that does. Oh, that's color interpolation, I think. Oh, fade out period. Okay, particles per second, 250. All right. And then, just like this thing has a smoky ass particles. Yeah. We're gonna have some smoky ass particles. It's going to be in the same group. But different. Maybe we'll have it be a burst like that. Oh, maybe not. Okay. So size has got to come way down. From 0 to 0.3 to 0.3, but yeah. Okay. Box. Two. Oops. Right, it's not oriented the same way. I gotta. Oops. You know what? Let's do this. You guys are oriented the same way. 0, 0, 0, 1. All right. So now, though, My speed is going in the wrong direction or something. Phi is 80 to minus 80 to minus 100. That's still a poopy way to control that, but whatever. Okay. Let's have a little bit of possibility for gray in there. Yeah. I don't know, this is already going to be better. I don't want to work on it too much to get it totally perfect, because my goal for right now is to just have something mildly more sophisticated than what was there before. So it's just going to be like a constant smoke. It's too active. Fade in period for 7. It's kind of too gray, but it's on a gray background. I don't know, this must be longer than the lifetime. Each lifetime, yeah. Okay. This we're gonna slow this down. And the problem is it freaks out when that's longer than the potential lifetime of the particle. So these need to be at least 1 to 2, and we'll again do 2 dice. Okay, that's way too much smoke. Speed. And let's just make it subtler. Opacity 1.5, particles per second. I don't know. Let's just kind of put it in there. Distance offset. Yeah, so it'll be behind that one. Okay, it's not the most amazing flame ever. Oh, let's change this one. Sprite. Right? Where's that? Global. Don't we have like a particle index? Where does that live? Particle index. Okay. I don't remember what any of these are. 1, okay, not bubbles. 2, 3, 4. These are all my temporaries. Yeah. All right, well, we're going to be at 0. It's just what we've got. All right, this is fine. So now we have to change the in-game thing to spawn some particles. Okay. Make segment particles. Problem is, and I knew this would happen, we're returning only 1 particle emitter. Just so that we don't have to return a whole array of stuff here, we'll have make segment particles get these the source ID and whether we're from undo, whether we should catch up, right? Okay. Source ID. Okay. So before we return it, now we want to call this, because it's not just one thing, so instead we do breath of the dragon. That should that should return us an array of particles. Yep. So we do that, and then we say for emitter, let's call it emitters. Then we don't make a new one, we don't set this. Let's delete per frame dragon particles. Oh no! We do need this. This is the thing that kills us off. The problem is these numbers are hard-coded. To what? Okay, yeah. We're overriding the numbers that I just put in terms of particles per second. But that's okay. Okay, we're just going to set it. What does spawn dragon particle do? Okay. This is just hard coding our old thing. So we're going to get rid of that. So what we were doing before is we were having, let me go back to spawn dragon particle. What this was doing was getting a distance along the vector. Okay, this is the number of steps. We need that because this is using it, so we better not remove it from there. So we were using this procedure to just do as many squares as the dragon breath is going for, and instead serializable. Okay. What happens if we load a map that has that? Well, I don't know. Okay. So we're not going to do that, but we are going to say we're going to multiply that. We're going to remove these hard code things. Okay, and we're not going to return anything. This is just manager. All right. All right. People are still talking about clan boob. All right, what happens? Well, it's in the wrong position and pointing the wrong direction. But aside from that, everything's great. I think it might be offset by the position in the file. Like, we're not setting the emitter position here. Wait, what is pause? Oh, this is making pause be... Dude, I don't know. I don't know. Let's just call it... I don't remember. Oh, because we're backing it up like the first point. I see. We're backing it up into the square a little bit. I don't know. It's hard to tell. You know what? Since we're trying to orient this, whoops. Let's put a thing at one end. Oh no, because everything... Oh! If I do a hack and make something that's not a box source, I could put it at one end. So this one, this is going to be in the same group, and it is going to have way more particles. Whoops. Wait, what? What? Nope. Why am I selecting the group? Oh, because this... Oh, no. I did the wrong thing. Copy. Paste. It's in like a locked group, which is causing me grief. Oh no, it's not. It's in a... I see. Okay. So... as long as this is not a box source... Oh boy. So that'll mark one end of the system. So I'll at least know which way it's pointing, I think. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. That's weird. We're extending it in both. Did I leave in some code that jacks the position around? Maybe per frame dragon particles does that? I don't know why they would do that. Oh, because the box is centered. Okay. The box is centered on the frickin' origin. That's the thing. It's not offset. It's centered on the origin. So, yeah, we'll say, that's still not going to put it in exactly the right place. That's a little bit of redundant math, but whatever. Okay, it's closer. It's like still. Okay. Oh, okay, hold on. When we say it's been a little bit since I did particle group spawning. So what's happening is the group handle, where these are going to end up in space is relative to the group handle. And that is going to be somewhere that we don't want it to be. So let me select the group. Where is it? It's over there. All right. That explains a lot. So let's just move this. Whoa, who's this? That's called Dragon Breath. Oh, we don't need you. We're using Breath of the Dragon. Okay, so let's just say we actually want this to be, okay. Since we're expanding this along a line, we want this to be like in the middle. Ugh. Now we have this 3D placement problem. Okay, you know what I could do? I could do this the other way around. So these other guys are mounted on this. And I can just say the mount positions of x0, y0, and z0, actually. Well, and then, okay, which one is this? Is it the smoke? I don't know. Who is this? Fire. Okay, green thing we're going to destroy because I don't think I need that anymore. Why is the smoke? Oh, the smoke, right. The smoke we want to be vertically offset right now, except that's not really going to work for Dragon Flame that goes vertically, but we're not going to worry about that yet. It's just going to sort of be to the side. There we go. That's all we were trying to do. I don't feel like the smoke is very strong there. I feel like we could use, oh, we need to multiply the particles per second. All right. Because we're multiplying the volume that the particles are spawning in by some scalar. Oh, right, okay. Remember, remember this thing? How many spawn proc arguments do we have? Maybe I can copy the particles per second. Okay, we're going to put the number of steps actually in IARG. And the spawn proc floating point arg is going to be okay. Okay. Wait, really? Particle system killed out from under dragon. I don't remember when that happens. Dude, this is ancient code right here. I don't really remember why I was having a controller. Oh, I guess I wanted the particles to appear quickly until we reach some maximum. Like I wanted it to fill out quickly, but then evolve more slowly after that, right? It's more like 0.22. And then, yeah. What was it called? Spawn proc arg0. Alright. Dude, it's taken so long just to do a simple thing. Undeclared identifier PPS. What? What? Bro. Okay. All right. Let's see if it at least seems like constant density. Yeah, it does. So we just need to maybe raise the density and make the smoke more visible. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not seeing the smoke like at all. At all. We could raise it up a little more, and we could let's just raise the opacity till we see it. 9. I want to see this smoke. And then for this one, more particles per second, like times 2. Yeah, frothy. It's like a frothy chai. We gotta restart. We don't auto-load that into the game. I want like a frothy chai of particles per second. All right. It didn't really. Oh, maybe it did. I guess it did. Yeah, that's definitely more. It's just we like slow down time before it fills out completely. I still don't see the smoke. It's probably, the smoke is not really visible because of the top-down view. We actually want to do the opposite of what we usually do with the smoke. We want the smoke to be in front. Just make them. Just keep turning it up. Yeah. Oh, I don't have to recompile. What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, this poor warrior guy just keeps getting owned. I still don't see the smoke. Why is it sorting underneath both times? Okay, I want to see it. Okay. All right. There we go. So now, okay, let's turn the opacity down. All right. We're just trying to prove to ourselves that this works. We're not trying to make it good yet. Okay. That's fine. It's a little crappy, if I'm being honest. Let's put the box, whoops, let's put the box Y the same for both of these. So this one, because you want it to spread out across, so that's 0.5. It's 0.5. Let's give it a little more. And then all right. Now the opacity is just too heavy, or maybe. All right. That's fine. Dude got roasted. You know, this doesn't look great, but the point was to get the system in place so that it's no longer hard-coded, and it is no longer hard-coded. Let me find one. Well, this one, of course. Yeah, so shouldn't be running debug build, or I should make debug build faster. Let's find a vertical dragon breath like this one. Whoops. Whoops. I need to intelligently solve the level. All right. So if I do that, and then she steps down. Wait, why? Why'd the dragon not breathe her? Oh, because this has to be... Wait, what? Ugh. All right. You knew that was going to happen. Yeah. So we'll just do this for a second. There we go. Vertical. So like I said, the smoke is appearing just like on the side of the vertical, which is kind of weird, but you know, I'm fine with it for now. We'll work on it. It looks like a time lapse of a corn dog getting moldy. Look, Thanksgiving is no time to be insulting corn dogs just because they're not the official food of Thanksgiving. Corn dog getting moldy. Draw your particles based on some group handler. Well, yeah, the group that those particles are in the editor has a name, and the gameplay code can say instantiate all the particles in the group with this given name, right? So that's all we're doing. And then it has a sort order so that the smoke is always sorting in front of the rest of it. And, you know, it is what it is. Can you make the fire disappear and smoke show after with current particle system? Do you mean that the fire particles would themselves turn to smoke particles? You could do that in the shader if you wanted to write shader code. Right now the main particle system won't do that. And it's unclear whether we want it to. We might. It's pretty easy to say, hey, when a particle from system A dies, start up a particle from system B in the same point. Like that would be kind of straightforward. The thing is, we wouldn't sort them together, so things might pop. Yeah, I don't know. It's not as straightforward as you might think. Particles look like they are passing through the top mirror a little right. Yes. That probably was always that way. Actually, it looks like it's a little bit extra screwed up. So I'm shifting it. I'm shifting it to be offset a little bit toward the source by half a square, right? So that's the dragon. Like normally it would be in the middle of the square where it starts, but we shift it left on the first segment. But weird things are happening. So like, okay, we don't. Okay, we can't. Oh, we do. All right, so I dropped this in the editor for a second. And we could see. I don't know why I can't select these. Anyway, we can see that these are about 1 square. There's just something weird about, like, this one is going all the way through that box, so that's a little far. Let's start on this level. So like, depending on the entity type, you want to shift it a different amount, right? If it's a mirror, I think you want to shift it a half a unit toward the beginning. Well, I guess that basically just means, is it the first segment or not? If it's the first segment, it's a dragon. Oh, more than a half a unit, right? This isn't going to be, yeah. Okay. If it's the first segment, it's a dragon. Otherwise, it's a mirror. If it's a dragon, you only back it up half a unit to the start of the square. If it's a mirror, you go an extra half a unit. Now, a segment would be 1, 2, right. It would be like 2 1/2, because either you're hitting a player here or you're hitting a mirror. So, but this reads as 3, so I need to subtract 0.5. I was subtracting 0.5 before, and I didn't understand why, so I deleted it. But we want to subtract 0.5 from the length. And then that means we actually want 0.75. Okay, so this is going to get confusing. Breath of the dragon. Okay. Times so we're going to say backup dist is 0.5 incomplete longer if not segment index 0. We're not going to do that yet. And we're just going to say, let's lower this z value just a little bit. We're subtracting a half from the number of steps. All right. And I'm going to just save a version of this level that like has everybody. So there, and whoops. There we go. Okay. That looks a lot more reasonable. I bet still, if we're in the editor, we'll feel like something is a little bit amiss. Eventually, we might want to clip them to mirrors or whatever so that those particles don't appear. Depends on if that becomes important enough in gameplay. No, you know, I'm pretty okay with this, given that we're not clipping particles. I am pretty okay with this. Ship it for now. Ship the moldy corn dog. Okay, great. Any questions about what was going on there with any of that? Yeah, it should ideally be a wavefront, but you want it to be a really fast wavefront because the character, it's a turn-based game where things need to be snappy. So like, ideally you would do something that's the best of both worlds. You would have like a middle of it, like almost like a central beam that is still a wavefront but hits the dude almost immediately. And then you would have another thing that like follows it up that's more like the post billow. And that way you could have an animation moving at a good feeling speed without it feeling weird that your guy gets whacked right away when he goes into the square. That is what I would try. But like I said, it's not really my goal to do that right now because the art team is going to have some things to say about what they want that to look like and so forth. It's not about the way humans perceive time. It's that if your animation of your character starts falling down dead before the particles hit the character, that's going to seem off. You know what I'm saying? And it's a fast, snappy game. Like a common mistake that people make, this is usually has to do with character animation, but it happens other times too. Sometimes game developers who are not that experienced want stuff to look really good, so they have all these like physically plausible animation transitions, and then they don't do the gameplay response until the animation is ready to play and stuff. And those games, if you've ever tried to play like an action game built that way, it's kind of unplayable. So, you know, part of the art of game design is figuring out what the right balance is for your particular game. Do I build all the particles in one source into one triangle mesh and then just do one draw call for each? There is a vertex buffer that we build. And it's just got particle positions, I think. And oh no. We build a buffer full of quads right now and send that to the shader. But you know, since shaders are powerful these days, you could just pass the positions and the angles and all that and have the shader figured out every frame. I'm digging out a few of my various to-do lists now, and I'm going to look over them to figure out what to do next. I think we may need some more Earl Grey, though. I've had these two lists in my pocket with a bunch of money for a while. And apparently a grain of rice. How that happened, I don't know. No, it's actually the opposite. So Minecraft got slower after Notch stopped being the main programmer and other people tried to rewrite it and tried to pass, you know, vectors to every procedure instead of X, Y, and Z, and suddenly generated massively more garbage and slowed down the game even more, right? That's what happened. Don't be blaming Minecraft being slow on Notch. Exactly. Well, I don't know. I don't know how good his code was or not, but the time that I heard about Minecraft slowing down massively was this rewrite where they tried to be more abstracted about things. This is actually not that old of a to-do list. Weirdly. So many things have been done since I made these lists. Yeah. Oh, this piece of paper is done. The other side was just suggestions for VR games to play. That tells you when this list was made. We're going to have a little more Earl Grey tea. Let's see. Well, so many of these are fixed. This is so great. I almost don't know what to do. Okay, there is one thing to do. Two things to do. First thing, fill up the tea. Of course, the big thing to do is to finally revamp the robustness of things carrying other things, but I want to save that for at least tomorrow, sometime this weekend. Okay, so I believe, let's go back to Bardstone test, and we'll make a test. So I believe if I put an exit on a block and push it around, the particle system that is part of the exit will not move with it. So you'll see what I'm talking about here. Let's leave that on there just in case we need it. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Put you there. Let's make this a different color, just cause. Just cause. Oh yeah, bright. No. Blue. Green. Yeah, okay. So if I do, oh, not an exit, like one of these. if I do like one of these, let's actually bring back that switch I just deleted, just in case. Okay, so if I do this, yeah, see that? I've pushed it out from the particles. They don't move with the thing. They are, I believe, mounted on the thing, in theory. I don't know why I can't select this. Because its ID is 0 for some reason. Anyway, it says it's not mounted. Why is its ID 0? Are we actually making IDs that are 0? In game? That would be bad. Okay, we've got to check that before we try to debug this. So spawn particle group, we register entity. Register entity, I believe. Uh-oh. Don't oversteep the tea. Pour it out, or pour it into the cup, not out. Yeah, all right. Okay, this is really old debugging. Let's get rid of that. Ocean map, take me by the hand. Okay, we spawn particle group. Register entity. Where do we assign the ID? In the make. I see. Yeah, we're not supposed to. I thought when I wrote this that by setting the ID to 0, it would be set to something non-zero there, but that's not the case. This is bad. So well, clone does make of unknown type. And we don't copy the ID. I don't think. Right? If use base memory, which is going to be false. Or null, yeah. And so get new entity. It's desired ID. Yeah, so get new entity is the thing that gives us an ID. Okay. So we just don't want to clear the ID. All right, so now maybe the editor won't frickin' assert, and I'll be able to select. Right? Boom, there we go. It's got a good ID. Okay. Fix bug about on particle source ID being 0. That wasn't even on the list. We found it. We fixed it. Vici. Okay. Now we still have this situation. So now, I believe, okay, it's mounted on that. So the deal is that maintain mounts is not called during gameplay. The question is, do we want it to be? It's unclear. Because, let's just look. Because this was implemented for the editor. Maintain mounts. Entities move this frame. Okay, maybe we just do call that. Let's try it. Who calls maintain mounts? It's probably the editor loop, and we do a separate one for gameplay. Let's try it. Editor. That's just a comment. Shut up. Actually, let's update it this one time, just because I always have problems with this program sucking. So okay. Well, it still didn't remember what I frickin' typed, although that would be... Oh, it's so much faster now. Maybe. No. Nope, it's not any faster. As soon as you search for a string, it's so damn slow. It's at least showing me something about the file over here. But it's not even like highlighting the string that I'm looking for. Oh my God, dude. This is like the worst text display. I guess they're just getting started with it. Like, where is the string that I'm looking for in here? Is it even... I can't search. Oh my God, dude. This is going to drive me crazy. I think it's just showing the top lines of the file. How useless is that? And it's showing a lot of files twice now. What? Why did I upgrade this? Maybe it's because... Are we like recursive by default? So I should take these off. Look how fucking slow this is now. Okay. Somebody invent a time machine, go back and, oh, now it's just like locked up. Go back in time 5 minutes and say, no, do not run the update. Do not download the new version of shitty search program. God. Agent ransack. Apparently Emacs can do this. Dude, I'm trying to minimize my Emacs usage. Yeah, it's just showing each file multiple times now. Why? I don't know. Maybe for this one because it's in source and source editor, but this one there's no such excuse. Just fire these people. Old version? Yeah, maybe I will. I probably have the download of the old version on my computer already, so I just have to uninstall and reinstall the old version. I will do that if this continues to be infuriating. Like, dude, it doesn't even search correctly, and they're adding more features and stuff. Like, this is what's wrong with everything. Okay. What was I even doing? I was seeing who calls maintain mounts. Yeah, so this is just from there. So, let's try calling it from here. Bad things could happen. Because we've never run that code in non-editor. Well, probably the entities move this frame is empty. Yep. Update visual position. Is it on the entity manager? Yeah. All right, anyone who's got an active visual interpolation. Oops. It's the entity. Whoops, I'm editing the wrong thing. Oh, entities move this frame is an array of entity move record. Fudge. Because you want that to have the old and the new. Right, so let me go to editor. Dude, I can compile my entire program like 5 to 10 times in the amount of time that it takes to search for one string in these files. Sad. Entity manager. Okay, so we're just going to call has moved. Okay. See, now I have this problem that like this is for physical moves and not visual moves. Okay. So the problem is like we're recording position, orientation, and scale. And the complication is position has physical position and visual position. And in the editor, we always are changing physical position and matching visual position to it. Well, we'll try using this. Try using it. It might get confusing. So instead of doing this, we will say colon equals has moved it old VP it orientation it scale. Okay, who knows? Who knows what chaos will be unleashed? Apparently no chaos has been unleashed whatsoever. Okay, debug build. All right. So let's look at, well, let's go to mounts. Okay, this is no surprise. This array should be 0 right now. That's fine. Let's see. So we won't hit this because the array is empty, so we never hit the body of that loop. Do we hit it now? Yes. Okay. Oh, geez, we're just setting the physical position and not the visual or something. Let's see. Or maybe we're bailing out. Maybe we cleared the mount parent ID. Wait. This is the opposite. What? Why am I looking for parents and not children? Now I'm confused. Uh-oh, it's kind of raining outside. Okay, record. What's this record? It's got an entity ID. It's got an alt position orientation scale. It's got the entity, which is going to be well, there should be two things. There's only one. Probably because things with sync ID are handled in a different place. What does this add mount dependency do? I don't understand how we're tracking to the child. And I wrote this code not that long ago. Okay, get children. Okay, so these move records have child IDs. It's confusing because they're both entity move record. Got it. Get children is going to be real expensive, I think. Dependency tracker. I see. When we say add mount dependency, who calls that? Dude, I hate using the search program now. It's gonna just gives you twice as many files and it takes twice as long. Gee. All right, that's that. So get children. Table find tracker. Who adds to the dependency tracker? Add dependency. Maybe only the editor, huh? Entities. We only do that if we're in the editor. Okay. Okay. So now it's going to be in the mount tracker. I feel like that's not everything we need for some reason, but it's one more step, maybe. Who knows? Let's just see if it magically works. Nope, it doesn't. What a surprise. So, all right, now we know a little bit more about what to look for when we're debugging. One file with lowercase c and one with uppercase c. Maybe that's the problem. Okay. So we're going to break here again. Oh, right. There's the sync ID situation that we were going to look at, but I forgot. So we only had one moving entity, and right. So we're skipping things that are sync ID'd, and right now that. So the scene is you have this block, and then the exit, and the exit being on the block is sync ID'd. In fact, that's sync ID'd to that. Like, the warrior is going to be the only thing that's getting this moving entity thing set. So let's update synced position. So now we should get like 3 things or something. Let's see if it magically works. Maybe. Maybe. You never know. Nope, what a surprise. Okay, well, I don't know why I didn't just make a debug build that time. See, the whole thing is, I don't even know if this is really the way I want to do it, because for movement, we also have to have a thing where moving things transport other moving things that acts a lot like this, but maybe it's different enough to be different. I don't know, man. Let's see. Okay. So, okay, we wanted to break actually down here. So mounts to maintain has 3 things now. That is good. Good, good, good. Okay, well. Actually, no, it's not good, because mounts to maintain is supposed to have the children. I thought. Let's go back here. No, wait. Okay, I need to, sometimes I just get confused about how things work, and it's maybe because I didn't name things well clearly enough or something. So add mount dependency is this thing. So we get a move record, we make a different move record, and oh, we're putting the children into the same array. Okay. Come on, it's this one, sorry. Dude, why do you break my butt? Oh. All right. So this is the warrior, we don't care. This is the gate. Okay, this should, I assume get children is gonna return no children or something. 'Cause I haven't. No children. I bet it's editor only or something. Table find. Table. 0 items. So when we spawn the particle group, for the gate, ensure gate particles exist. We call init mount variables to mount it on the gate. Dude, we don't add the dependency here. Right? Where's the tracker situation? That's the only place. So the deal is, when we register the entity, if it's mounted, we do it, but otherwise we don't. Does this, yeah, okay. Now, does it? Nope. Nope. Okay. Kinda. It's kinda moving. It's better. Okay, so now the problem is we're using the physical position well, and that thing didn't frickin' fall. That's a different issue. That's a gameplay issue, and that's going to be resolved when we do the carrying thing. So I'm not going to worry about that. But, okay. So I think if we just go into mounts and go here. Okay. We'll leave the Casey comment there. I'm just getting overzealously. All right. Okay. Yeah. That's not the fast path. That comment was a lie. More complicated than we would like. We want to simplify this, but note that we had better not mount a gameplay object which needs monetized position. You know what? This whole thing about position and visual position being separate, I think that's going to go away when we finish to the end of the control code revamp. And that'll be good. That might affect a lot of things. Yeah. Hey, look! I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it around. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Okay, when we're... So, when we create them... Okay. We were doing this in ensure gate particles exist, but do we do those somewhere else too? Gate on? Why are we doing that here? Wait, what? Okay. The do not exist was just to clear out old particles in a weird case. All right. So the deal was, yeah, okay. That's a good level, actually. Let me write this down. I mean, it's part of a good level. All right, so I hope I didn't cause a disaster with all this mount stuff, but hopefully it's okay. I feel like someone messed with the shader for that energy appear and disappear. Okay, now we got to compile a release builds and make sure that we don't crash. Any questions about what's been going on? Oh, Hummus is here. People are talking about Java still. Yeah, the whole identifying with your programming language is totally a thing. And it's a problem. Like, that's human psychology, right? But it's a little bit weird. How do I plan on handling the lack of visual? Well, there is no lack of visual position. I'm not sure exactly what you... Oh, you mean when I rewrite it later? Well, it's just going to be... So right now, the reason that physical position is different from visual position is that you know, when we run gameplay code, we're querying, like, is there something in exactly the square that I'm standing in? And so that's like the physical position of things, and they're clamped to that square, into the middle, right? And then decorative objects are allowed to be random places in the level, but those can't affect gameplay, right? And so when I want to know if I can stand in a square, I just look for the things that are exactly in that square, right? Well, we're going to change it so that I could be supported by anything nearby as long as it extends to under my feet, right? And once we do that, there's no longer really this requirement about things having to be clamped to the middle of the square, except maybe in the editor, like when you're building levels, you probably still want that, just for goodness. But during gameplay, maybe not so much. Well, we have to see, like, there's weird ramifications of not, you know, like if something is moving and it's in the middle of two squares and I'm also riding on it and then I walk off it, I'll start falling at a place that's like between squares, and we kind of want me to fall to the middle of the nearest square, so we kind of have to air control the guy. There's like weird stuff like that that needs to happen, and so you don't want to build levels that encourage too much stressing of that. But if it happens randomly while you're playing something crazy, then that's okay, right? So that's just it. So if I'm riding on something, instead of saying, is there something in exactly this grid square, we're going to say, do a spatial radius search, just like any action game would do, and see if there's anything that extends to under me, right? And so once you do that, you don't need these two different positions, and that's good because it's going to simplify a lot of things. Okay, you ready? Better than the RNG debates on the Magic forums. Yeah, there's no way there's no way to get rid of bad programmers. I will say, though, that languages like JavaScript encourage bad programmers because you can't have a clear picture of what's happening because it's not a clear language, whereas actually Java is a clear language, right? So I think the reason Java has a lot of bad programmers is just more cultural, like it's the enterprise software language, and good programmers don't generally want to work in middle-brow enterprise software. If you can work somewhere more exciting or higher paying or whatever than that, then you will choose to. So like the people who end up in those jobs after the job field has settled over a decade or two are the people who are like not really pushing their skills and who kind of want to clock in, clock out and make some programs. So I think that's what happens. Dude, no, JavaScript has way more poopy programmers than Java at this point. Because almost all web programmers program in JavaScript, and JavaScript encourages bad programmers, and there's just an astronomical number of web programmers now, right? Way more than Java. So if you want to know who has the most bad programmers, it's undoubtedly JavaScript. Yeah, the web is a dumpster fire. I agree. Just like all of California burned down, the entire web is going to burn down at some point, and it's going to be really bad. That smoke does look kind of bad, I have to say. PHP is way worse than JavaScript. Maybe, but there aren't as many PHP programmers, right? Like even web people often will run JavaScript on the server now, won't they? Don't worry, the fire also looks kind of bad. It's true. It's true. Hey Hummus, how come you aren't playing the new Spy Party map that came out today? Or are you over Spy Party? There's only so many years in a row someone can play one game. Maybe he is playing Spy Party at the same time as he's on chat here, in the same way that like chess masters will play 12 games at once. He's just like, you know, reading chat, glances over, shoots the spy, reads chat some more. You know? Played a bunch at PAX, hiatus from games. Well, you did just start playing Obra Dinn. That's cool. The nice thing about Obra Dinn is being a single player content-based game, it's very like bookended. Like there's an amount of time that you're going to spend playing Obra Dinn. It's probably not more than 14 hours at most, maybe probably less. And yeah, like it's not like a multiplayer game that just goes forever. I gotta speed up the monsters, man. So slow right now. But again, the way the monsters do querying is gonna have to change when the movement code changes and all that. Which is why I'm not that worried about it right now.
Telling the truth can be bad news. Telling the truth can be bad news. Telling the truth can be telling the truth can be good news. Telling the truth is a bad idea. Telling the truth is a difficult problem. Telling the truth is a scary. Telling the truth is a scary predicament. Telling the truth is a bitter herb. Telling the truth is a dangerous tunnel. When you get out of that tunnel, it's a bitter black life ahead. Forget herb. I never.
Uh-oh. It's just slowed down hella much there.
Telling the truth can be dangerous. Telling the truth can be dangerous business. Telling the truth can be dangerous business. Why? Why?
Why?
Why? Telling the truth can be dangerous business because if yourself, you don't know why. Huh? Well, I'm just giving you what the idea is. Telling the truth can be dangerous business. If you don't know yourself, then you don't know why. Oh, is that brilliant? Telling the truth can be dangerous business. Honest and popular don't go hand in hand. If you admit that you can play the accordion, no one will hire you in a rock and roll band. But we can't sing our hearts out. We're lucky when no neighbors complain.
We need more songs. We need more songs. We're still going. Oh, I guess Chris had the new map at PAX. Is that what's going on? I didn't quite connect that context to the tweet. So I guess he was testing the new map at PAX maybe, and then finally shipped it today, something like that. I'm good. I'm glad he managed to ship the update. It's been a while. It's been a while since an update. I don't really see anyone posting on the Steam forum, despite the fact that the update was just released. So maybe it doesn't have that much of an active community on Steam, and it's mostly spyparty.com. I don't know. I don't know. Next is matchmaking. All right, we finished. We have some fails. Not really any surprise. Smart Bomb failed though. That's my level. I wonder if I changed. So I was looking for crashes. This is a few more. I was expecting about 9 or 10 fails. 15 is a lot. Why'd Smart Bomb fail? Whoa. He just can't go anywhere. Oh, are we like off the map? What is going on with Smart Bomb? My characters just can't even move. Are they like mounted? Like what the? They're mounted because they're in groups. Oh my God. That's bad. I bet. See, this is the downside. The downside, the way grouping works is it works by mounting, and we're now using mounting in gameplay. We might have to have like a gameplay mount and an editor mount. I'm going to write that down maybe. I think we're going to want to do that. All right. Okay, well. Oh, okay, that's why that one level freaked out. Whoops. This is very bad to have this fragile thing where if you accidentally set the mount on a gameplay object, that things fail. It's just not good. It's just not good. So I think we're going to want a gameplay mount. Let's separate. No, it's still, wait, what? Smart Bomb. There must be some gameplay object that I'm missing. Dude. I'm getting hungry again. Oh, this is mounted. I thought I hit zeros on that. 0, 0, 0. Yeah. So we're not going to do that in this stream. Or maybe, no. No, I want to check it in. All right, so what happened to the debris? Oh no. Wait, what? Are these mounted? Yeah, see, it's so error prone. I thought I checked all the rocks, but I only checked the ones below. Oh my God, dude. We definitely need gameplay versus editor mount. And the problem is the gameplay mount needs its own IDs, and it's just going to be a lot of data and all this crap. All right, there we go. There we go. Yeah, baby. That is how we do that. Okay, so what other levels failed? Skydive Tandem? Oh, because I edited that one. So let's unedit that. I edited that just for testing. I hope I didn't check it in. Revert. Or was it Skydive Tandem 1? Revert. Oh God, I checked it in. Skydive Tandem 1. Show log. How do I revert these? There used to be like a revert changes from this revision. Okay, will it? Not all changes, I just want the changes to those files. Yeah, what a pain in the ass. Okay. So we go to C, Documents, Foozle. We grab these, we put them in Skydive Tandem 1. Test. Wait. How come? Oh, because it's already loaded. We only load from the files the first time that we load, and because we ran a test, we loaded all the levels. So, no, what? Bro. This is 252022. This is 252022. Oh, it gave me the versions after the change, which are going to be identical. Oh, dude, source control systems. Someone is fired. You know, I think this is just how it was right here. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Oh, maybe. Maybe it's right. It looks like it's right. Okay. Great. Clone protection, I just played. Matt might have changed it because we were talking about it the other day. Nope. Okay. That's another. All right. Dude, the monsters, they're so slow. We must fix the monsters. It's less of a spoiler when you can't quite see what's happening. All right. That's another one. Decluster. Same thing, I bet. I played Decluster recently. Oh, the guy just missed the timing? That might be due to other... Oh, we changed the lilies a bit since last time we did this. I don't know, man. Okay, so... Whoops. Whoops, don't push it that way, push it that way. No. Oh, this guy can just wait anyway. I mean, both guys can just wait, really. All right. Test the waters. Sure seems like nobody can move. Yep. I gotta fix that. Let's do these just in case. Yep. Bro, that's a hard level. Death by rover. Okay, that's just going to be a timing thing that's going to change. Flame strike 0. Really, this one? Oh, it's the same. No? The thief doesn't walk one far enough now. That might be a change. Oh yeah, because I was talking to him about simplifying geometry, and probably the exit was 1 over. So let's just record this. Oh. Yeah. Right, because there's a hook over on this one. Which probably isn't necessary. Gem River Orange 3. Yeah, this one, that's probably sensitive to playback speed because of something weird that we will fix. Midpoint Friends V2. Feel like he probably was editing this one. Oh, he changed the speed of the purple beams. Yeah, I'm not gonna solve it right now. Okay, I think that's all the legit problems. So let's save that. Commit. Can do mounting during gameplay. Okay. Yeah, I need to think about that a little more, but it's easy enough to have a separate set of mount variables for gameplay objects only. An alternative that we can do is when we load levels, we can clear mounting on gameplay objects. That's a little bit hacky, but if it works, it works. Yeah, I think we're going to do that and see if there are any problems with that. We have our own Subversion server. Yeah. Like, I don't know why you would use a provider for that. Like, you're storing all of your intellectual property on it. And it's not like you're going to have enough traffic that it's like hard to have a server handle the load. But then again, there's all these people, I was about to say kids, who like host all their code on GitHub and think that's fine. So I don't know, man. Doesn't make any sense to me. Are we going to have a website? Yes, we're very close to putting it up. Many small companies are filled with crooks, rude people, and circle jerks. That's what I think big companies are like. I don't know why you're saying small companies are like that, but maybe you have some examples in mind. I don't know. I think that's everything we're going to do in this stream. Thanks everybody for coming by. We will do more programming streams over the weekend. As I've been saying, we want to do this next step in the movement code robustness situation that will revamp the whole thing about what is supported by what and will lead us to a system that works better in certain kinds of complex levels. So that'll be good. And maybe we'll do a gaming stream tonight because I've been doing late night gaming. We'll see. Thanks everybody for coming by. Let's see if we're gonna host somebody. You know, we like doing that. On the magical. No, don't Pokemon me. I don't like it. I don't like it. I guess we have to go to Science and Technology, which is really the programming channel, plus Earthquake 3D. Rig rebuild. Learning Amazon Lumberyard. Lumberyuck. portfolio website where we can work on features for Mech Jackbot. Dude, where's like the serious game programmers on Thanksgiving? Game dev and chill. That could be good. I mean, it doesn't look like he's programming though. He's just hooking up boxes with lines.
Not exactly the way I want it.
But it's shader stuff.
Sucks.
Pixel art shader stuff. That's a possibility.
Let's try subtraction.
It's a possibility. Working on a programming language. I don't know. Anything look particularly good? Let's do the game dev and chill. Thanks everybody for coming by, and I'll see you all later.